Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. And I'd like to introduce Chief Deputy Chip Simmons, who will be assisting me today in the award ceremony. I'm going to reverse things here a little bit. This is, as you know, the days that we really enjoy at the Sheriff's Office because we get to recognize the outstanding young men and women that provide the service to this community. And so it's, in a very small way, it's an opportunity for us to say thank you and to make sure that we get it out to our community also. I want to start today with the promotions, and the reason being is we're very proud of the promotees at the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. I haven't said this in a long time, so I'll reemphasize it to everybody. We changed the promotion system at the Sheriff's Office upon my election, for those of you that don't know, dramatically. The way promotions used to run at this organization was it was on a pass-fail basis, meaning if you took the promotion test and you scored above, let's say, 75, then there was this large list of people who had passed the sergeant's or lieutenant's exam. And then when a slot came open, meaning it was time to fill a sergeant's position because someone had either quit or retired or moved on to another agency, the current sheriff that was sitting in the office would then select from that list, irrespective of where you were on the list, meaning you may have scored 95 or 100 on the list, or you may have been one of the officers that scored 75. But the sheriff, independent of your score, selected the next promotee. Anybody want to guess what that was based upon? Did you support me in the last election? Did you walk neighborhoods? Did you knock on doors? Did you pass out campaign literature? It was a very political process. And as you can well imagine, that destroys morale in an organization. Why? Let's say you're a young man or a young woman who's very apolitical, but you're one of the best officers at the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. Come to work every day, do your job, you get good performance evaluations, and you score very high on the promotion test, but you just never get promoted. And why is that? Because you weren't political. And so people then decided to form these groups, if you will, and the promotion process at the Sheriff's Office was political. And so upon assuming this office, being an old military dog, I'll readily admit to that, we decided we'd implement a system, and we call it the blind promotion system, where young men and women go and take the test, and we don't even know who you are. You get a name, basically a code, like a Swiss bank account, if you will, and you pass the test, and we get a list of numbers. Now, my HR department, they know who these people are, and so we promote from the top down. So if you're a young man or a young woman who scored highest on the test, you've got good performance evaluations, then you get your opportunity to succeed at the Sheriff's Office as a new sergeant or lieutenant. It's important that I relate that to you today for several reasons, but primarily because we've got a couple of promotees today that we're going to bring up. And what's I'm very proud of, and what they should be very proud of, and you as their family and friends should be very proud of, they were promoted based on what? Their own individual merit. Each one of these people that were promoted today were promoted because they're outstanding officers. They studied hard, they passed the test. They came to work every day. They followed the rules and the regulations and the statutes that we have to work by at the Sheriff's Office, and of their own initiative, they got promoted. Not based upon who the sheriff is today or who the sheriff will be tomorrow, but because they took the time to become the professionals that they truly are. For that, they can be immensely proud, and as family and friends, you also can be very proud of them. Because again, it wasn't based on politics, it was based upon them. So today we honor the following individuals. If you would please come forward. Sergeant Robert Pollock, from Sergeant to Lieutenant. Senior Deputy Scott Rifkin, from Senior Deputy to Sergeant. Yeah, Chief's still a little new to the showbiz part, so we'll get in there. Senior Deputy John Flanagan, from Senior Deputy to Sergeant. Deputy Sheriff First Class Caleb Lacar from, again, Deputy Sheriff First Class to Sergeant. New sergeant will forgive a little nervousness. How about that? So. We also have an evidence technician that was promoted today, Stacy Noeth, to evidence technician. Now we'll read the awards for the award ceremony for October the 15th, 2019, which is our second quarter. The following employees received a letter of commendation. If you would please, when your name is called, if you're here, please stand. Patrol Deputy Dalton Heigl. Dalton, I know you're here. From Evidence, Patricia Ballard. From Forensic Services, Daniel Schrader. From Information Technology, James Davis, Anthony Natalie, and Robert Giovanni. We're also recognizing those that helped with our law enforcement memorial this year. If you're here, please stand. Lieutenant Tom Greer, Sergeant Patrick Frazier, Senior Deputy Karen Bray, Lori Rainey, Brittany Smith, Miss Alex Duda, Matthew Pike, David Craig, Deputy Jefferson Gaydon, Deputy John Beard, Senior Deputy Chris Eckel, Deputy Nicholas Carpenter, Deputy First Class Chad Roop, Deputy Donald Sellers, Crystal Terry, Elsie Gerard, Grace Russell, Michael Schultz, David Fonts, Rebecca Outland, Crystal Nowlin, and Beth Medeiros. And thank all of you for the job that you did. During the period of May 2015 through October 2018, while serving as the agency field training coordinator, Lieutenant Kelly was responsible for the overseeing, managing, and supervising the training and development of over 200 new officers. Lieutenant Kelly successfully conducted 10 in-house field training evaluation programs and was responsible for continuously updating and revising course curriculum and training evolutions which enhanced the trainees' knowledge in field training. Lieutenant Kelly took the initiative and researched, developed, and revised the field training program standard operating procedures. He also participated in the FTO policy revisions, developed and implemented a new basic program to better suit trainees' needs, and further developed and implemented a new remedial training program. Lieutenant Kelly was also responsible for the training and development of over 20 new field training officers and improved trainee accountability by developing a core list of trainees' rules and responsibilities. Due to the actions of Lieutenant Thomas Kelly, he is awarded the Meritorious Service Medal, and he's also our Law Enforcement Officer of the Quarter on October the 15th, 2019. The Meritorious Service Medal is being awarded to Lieutenant Thomas Kelly. Our Law Enforcement Employee of the Quarter, Mr. Rodney McKinney. During May and June of 2019, Communications underwent a large remodeling project. This project caused the dispatch center to be moved twice. This was a huge undertaking, being able to move all of the connections for radio, telephones, recorders, NCIC and FCIC, and 911 systems. Rodney McKinney spearheaded the planning, coordination, and physical work for the Information Technology Department. Calling upon his previous experience, Rodney was able to plan and move with no interruptions of service. Rodney was also able to share his experience to educate newer members of the Information Technology section that will benefit those employees in the future. Rodney was able to coordinate the movement of all connections to be able to relocate dispatch into the basement of the Emergency Operations Center here in the Escambia County Sheriff's Building. Rodney then led the efforts to move dispatch back into their permanent room with no interruptions of service. Rodney worked long days, long nights, weekends, and the 4th of July holiday during the project to get everything accomplished as soon as possible. Due to the actions of Rodney McKinney, he is awarded the Law Enforcement Officer Employee of the Quarter on October the 15th, 2019. We now have a unit citation. When the members' names are called out, please step forward. Deputy Howard Anderson, Master Deputy Melissa Sterling, Don Leland, Shannon Anderson, Gary Goodwin, Jacqueline Butler, Nancy Carroll, Burma Davis, Lori Goodwin, Virginia Goolsby, Leslie Leland, Karen Powell, Stanley Bruce, Barbara Ryder, Stephanie Whitfield, and Dana Doty. The Escambia County Sheriff's Office Mounted Unit is a dedicated group of people who are committed to their unit and to their community. The unit consists of 16 members, 14 who are volunteers, and 2 who are sworn members of the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. The Mounted Unit is a great asset to the Community Policing Unit and for community relations throughout the county. The members volunteer their time to participate in community events. In 2018, the Mounted Unit participated in 88 events. These were broken down to include 66 presentations, 12 parades, and 10 training sessions. They have already participated in 71 events as of 8/15/2019. We cannot say enough about how much the Mounted Unit volunteers protect and also contribute to our community and all the benefits the ECSO receives for the work that they do. Due to the actions of the Escambia County Mounted Unit, they are awarded the unit citation on October the 15th, 2019. I will also tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you get this unit for free, meaning there's no increase in our insurance. All the volunteers of this unit bring their own mounts, meaning their own horses. We had the leather gear and the blankets and those things that you need for the horses. And so this is truly an outpouring to our community. We turn down more requests for this unit that they can actually accept for each year. And so we could not be prouder of these individuals. They are a reflection of the best of our community. They are truly volunteers who provide a tremendous service to the citizens of Escambia County. I honor all of you. Thank you so much for what you do. Tough duty. You try riding a horse when it's about 100 degrees outside. The horse is not real happy. Smile. Thank you. Thank you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the formal part of our award ceremony. You'll notice that we've got cake and refreshments up here. For our award recipients and for their families and friends, if you would like to come up, we'll move the podium out of the way if you'd like to take some individual photos in front of the flags, in front of the Sheriff's Office logo. And again, welcome to your Escambia County Sheriff's Office. It's always an honor for us to open the building to the citizens of Escambia County because it belongs to you. Thank you so much for being here.